When you take a journey, you're basically stepping out of the norm and going off to a place that's completely unexplored. And that's the nature of this boat, the Jackson Kayak Journey. Today we're going to talk about some of the key points of the journey and how that helps you get to those unexplored places. We're going to go from the front of the boat right to the back of the boat. We're going to cover all the features. The Jackson Kayak Journey, above all, is a performance boat. It performs for two types of paddlers. It performs for your beginners, and it performs for those who are trying to improve their paddling abilities as they go through the lifestyle as a touring kayaker. This hull is the first step in achieving both those goals. It's both a very fast and performing boat, but it's also a very stable and secure boat for those who are trying to get comfortable first trying to get into one of these kayaks. The first thing we did to accomplish the speed that you need in touring, make sure you're breaking through the waves and getting across large bodies of water, so we made this boat fast. This sleek design is made to do just that. But on top of that, with our whitewater experience, we're able to create that little bit of more of a rocker than you see in most other boats to allow this boat to turn on a dime as well as do the touring and trekking really fast. You bring all those elements together and you're going to have a touring kayak that not only breaks across a large body of water with effectiveness, but also has the maneuverability that's seldom seen in this kind of class of boat. The next thing we want to talk about is the decking of this boat. It's a very unique decking, and almost every bit of it has a purpose in the methods to our madness. First of all, the shape of the deck. It's a very unique shape. As you can see, we've built it up with kind of a chine in the middle. What that does is allow the water to just pour off as it flows down. It doesn't slow your progress in large waters, especially going through waves. You'll notice this boat goes through waves really well. Up at the front, the first thing you'll notice is we have these new grab handles. These handles allow a very comfortable carry when you're carrying this boat, especially if you've got a little bit of gear in it. It's very forgiving on the hands, and it's very easy as you're walking over tough terrain. The first thing you notice on all of our decks is there's two types of cording. One, the bungee cord for things that you obviously want to fit a little bit more and a little bit more snugly, and the other one is a hard cord, something that you can grab on, something you attach things to that are not going to be movable, they're not going to be loosened by the weight of whatever you're attaching to it. This bungee cord system obviously can be used with something as light as a map or a compass system, but you can also fit large bags on it, whether you're carrying a waterproof camera bag or any kind of stuff that you want to get quick access to on the front of your deck. What this back system is all about is for an open water self-rescue, specifically the paddle-aided rescue, where you can actually unhook here while you're in the water, quite easily slip your paddle into ready position, lock it down, and give you a nice firm grasp with that paddle so you can self-rescue and get yourself back into your boat, whether it's the ladder rescue or otherwise. Both the bow and the stern storage system are set up so that they're not only got a lot of room for you to store a lot of stuff, but they're also set up completely waterproof. There's two ways we do that. The first way, of course, is to have your standard bulkhead. This is a sealed bulkhead, basically keeping the water in, creating a full vacuum between this bulkhead and the end of the boat, and a lot of storage, of course, that is dry. The second thing we do is basically bring this plate in. Now, we've attached this plate as a separate piece, and it's built so that it remains the same shape through the life of this boat. So from the first time you seal this hatch to the last time you seal this hatch, unlike hatches that are actually molded into this boat, this will stay true to its size and will not shrink or expand due to heat and overuse. At a convenient location just behind the cockpit, you'll find the day hatch. This day hatch is another dry storage hatch. It's waterproof. It allows you to store some of your more valuable belongings like your cameras and your wallets. One of the unique features to this is this hanging basket made out of nylon that actually sits on top of the hull. And what that means is that as you're carrying the boat or going through rough waters, your cameras aren't landing on the deck of your boat and breaking. Keeps everything nice and dry and safe. It's important for a new boater to be comfortable when they're getting in and out of a kayak. We've enlarged this area here simply because we like them to be able to get in and out with relative ease. Anything that destabilizes their first entry into this kayak is really important to take off the table. Comfort is all about adjustability. You need to be able to fit the boat to your needs, to your body size, to your comfort level, and to just how you paddle. The Jackson Kayak back band not only rides a little bit higher, but also is fully adjustable with very simple and easy to use adjusting straps on both sides. The back band is actually one of the more important features, especially with self-rescue. When doing the ladder self-rescue, for example, the boater is actually climbing up over the back of the deck and sliding into its seat, into the seat. Where many boats have a very solid chair, this one actually has a flexible back band, allowing you to actually drop over that and slide in with relative ease. What you're going to be sitting on with the Jackson Kayak Journey is our sweet cheeks. These sweet cheeks are actually form-fitting. It's a material that sits down here and form-fits to the shape of your body. The Jackson Kayak Journey comes with the Smart Track Rudder System. This is a system that provides two things. It provides stability and it provides performance. Performance for those who are busting through the lines of skill set development, and stability for those beginners who are getting into a boat like this for the first time. Many touring kayaks have a rudder system that looks a lot like the old Volkswagen VW bug clutch system. You got to push a very long way. What that does is creates destabilization. The Smart Track Rudder System is actually built right onto our foot pegs, and it's just a little flick. You're basically moving your toe just a little bit on either side to change the direction of the rudder, creating absolutely no instability at all to your paddling experience.